Yep. Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's training session. This is to officially welcome each and every one of you to this very session of our training on solar power system installations. This is to welcome you to the very first phase of the live class on this course, Basic Solar Power System Installations. This is also to welcome you to our training institute, to our training platform, to our virtual training platform, Fatfield Tech. All right, so from the very beginning, you are aware of what you are here to do. We are here to learn about solar power system installations. And like we usually say, let us learn solar power system installations. Let us talk about solar system. In our previous discussion, in our previous lessons, we had made it very clear that there are two types of solar power system. You have the on-grid and you also have the off-grid type of solar power system. We have also been able to give a clear and a precise breakdown of the various types of solar components used for solar system installations. You have the inverter system, you have your solar panels, you have your solar batteries, you also have the one we call the solar charge controller. However, that is not all, okay? When it comes to solar power system installations, that is not all, because there are other tools or components which we call the safety tools and gadgets. And being the safety tools and gadgets, they are also as important uh, as the basic solar component. That is where you have your uh, fuse, your breaker, your surge, your earthing, your grounding, anything that gives you safety to your solar system. That is what we'll be talking about at that point in time. We talked about the types of battery connections, where we told you clearly that there are three basic types of connections. You have the series connections, you have the parallel connections, you have the series parallel connections. We gave a breakdown. We gave a breakdown of all of these types of connections. And by the way, the same type of connection that applies to your battery also applies to your solar panel connections. For those who have that kind of question, it has already been answered right now. But then the other question or follow-up question you might have would be, how and when do you decide? What determines the type of connections you are to make? Do you know when you are to apply a specific type of battery connection? Do you know how you can be able to apply a specific type of solar panel connections? What parameters, what specifications, what determines what you actually do in the field? Don't worry yourself. At Tech, we take our time to break all of these things down. And that is to tell you that you are in safe hands, and we are going to give you the best of the best. So, we concluded that training session by giving a simple breakdown of how you can be able to have a basic solar system installed in any facility. Basic facility, which is a residential facility, and we said even before you make any type of system connection, even before you make any type of system connection, you must have done a few things: site visitation, load analysis, system designs, also your purchase of the various components that you're expected to use for your installation. So when you do those things, then you know that at that point in time you are ready for your installation. Yes, we wrapped up by taking a few questions or so many questions on that WhatsApp platform, and at the end of the day, people were satisfied with that lecture that was given. So, why are we here today? We are here to answer a basic question like we always do, like we have always done over the years. We are here to talk about a very important thing, something that will always be on the minds of anyone who thinks of coming to this field. Now, let's have a breakdown of the reason why we are here. One of the most popular questions that people always ask, like our old student, Mr. Shola, the first time he joined us, just like every one of us, when Mr. Shola, who is here with us tonight, when he was a novice like myself, he came and asked us what size of inverter system will he be able to use to power up a client house. With that kind of question, we knew that Mr. Shola was a novice. Then he confirmed that he was a novice when he said, okay, how many solar panels will be able to power that facility? We know that that was a wrong question, and so that confirms that Mr. Shola was a novice at that point in time. But today, after going through our classes, he can say that he will be able to handle any size of system. Sorry, Mr. Shola, that I'm revealing that secret to the new students, but then it will help all of us to grow,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm with you.
to help all of us to grow in this field. So, what is the essence of that story I just told every one of us? It is to point us to a direction that it is almost impossible for you to know the size of inverter system that you can use to power up a facility without you firstly knowing what is inside of that facility. So it means that before you will say 5 kVA can power up a house, 10 kVA can power up a house, 15 kVA can power up a house, you must have already gotten to know, okay, what are the things inside of that house? What and what do you have inside of that house? What are the loads? What are the appliances? It is until you have a very good idea of the loads and the appliances that you will then be able to say, okay, this is the right size of inverter system that will power up that amount of load or appliances that are available in that facility. Therefore, we want to um, bring us to a very interesting topic. We want to walk us through what we call energy audit. Anytime, every time, at every point in time, whenever we come across anything called energy audit, as long as it is within the framework of solar system installations, we are now talking about system designs. We are talking about system designs. And when we say we are talking about system designs, it simply means that going through the process of energy audit will firstly give you idea of what you are to power up, and then you use that information of what you are to power up to then size your various solar components. What that simply mean in a layman's language or in a very simple term is that you have to know the quantity of loads in watts that are available in that facility for you to power up. Then you use that wattage size to then know what size of inverter system is going to be suitable to power up that facility, what size of solar panel will be able to generate a specific amount of energy which will power up the facility during the day, and also have enough energy to also recharge the batteries to be used at a later time. What type of size of batteries would be able to power up the facility at specific point in time when there is no solar or any other available source of power supply. Now, when you talk about that, it's now that time at that point in time that you are trying to say or talk about backup time. What size of charge controller would be able to act as a safe security man to your battery system? What type of safety are you also going to incorporate in that your solar system setup? We usually say we have a common term that we usually put out. And we usually say that an efficient solar system is a well designed solar system. Before you can say that your solar system that you have installed is efficient, you must firstly know that it has been well designed. One, if you're in a noisy place, kindly mute yourself. Mr. Dennis, I believe that is a mistake. Please mute yourself. There's a noise coming from your background, sir. Thank you. So, in all, you need to design your system by firstly having an idea of what you intend to power up, and then use that information to now size the various solar components. At the end of today's training session, you would have already gone beyond the level of Mr. Shala before he joined this our training platform. You would have left that stage to another stage where then if you then decide to enroll fully for the course, you will then become a professional just like Mr. Shala is today. I hope everyone can hear me clearly. If you can hear me, give me your favorite emoji, your thumbs up, anything that is your favorite emoji. Give us your favorite emoji if you can hear me clearly. All right, Mr. Ebube. Who else? Okay, Mr. Kamara, Mr. Dennis. All right, thank you so much. So, I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. All right. Can you all see my screen? Thank you, Mr. Evans. Thank you, Mr. Stone. Can you all see my screen? Okay. Mr. Dennis, can you see my screen? I can't hear you, sir. Your mic is muted.
I can see.
Okay, what can you see on the screen, sir?
The son of the energy audit.
Energy audit. Thank you so much. That is what you can see. That's what you are supposed to see. So if it is
Yeah.
small on your device, depending on the size of mobile phone you are using, you can zoom it in with your fingers, okay? You can zoom in the screen with your fingers so that it can be larger for you to have a better view, okay? That information is for
Okay.
everyone. Thank you, sir. So just like I was saying earlier, energy audit. On my screen, you can see that energy audit is the determination of the energy requirement for a building. Yes. So it means that you need to firstly know what you intend to power up. Then you would proceed from there to then know the size of solar system that will be suitable to power it up. It is a careful examination of the electrical loads. So that's as a follow-up to the first statement. Okay. Energy audit helps prevent oversizing of the system, safeguarding your electrical appliances from damaging, and generally saves you costs. At this point in time, it is worthy to note that energy audit does basically three things for you. Yes, it does three things for you. One, it helps you to prevent oversizing of your system. Two, it helps you to safeguard your electrical appliances from damaging. And three, it saves you cost. Firstly, we are going to be looking at how it helps you prevent oversizing of your system and then connect it to how it saves you cost. While on the long run, we will then bring in how it provides safety and security to your solar system. When we say when we say energy audit helps you prevent oversizing of your system, what we are practically or technically saying, what we are practically or technically saying is that instead of assumption, okay, you carry out a holistic audit on a facility, and that will enable you to install the exact size of system required for that facility. Take for instance, let's say Mr. Dennis is our client for tonight. We don't know where Mr. Dennis is from, but on the long run, he will tell us. So let's say he wants to install a solar system in his facility, and he has invited Mr. Jackson for that installation. Mr. Jackson is also here with us for tonight's class. So, and Mr. Jackson, instead of doing a professional job by going through the process of energy audit, he didn't bother to ask Mr. Dennis anything, because Mr. Dennis reached out to him and asked him, okay, he wants to install a solar system for him. Then Mr. Jackson then says, okay, fine, we have 5 kVA, we have 10 kVA system. Um, Let us come and install it for you. Mr. Dennis, having no idea of all of these things, says, okay, bring this system in. So Mr. Jackson then quoted for 10 kVA system, inverter system, 550 watts, 10 units with 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery with a few safety components. He comes, installs that system, the system is working. Then the question is, has he done the job he was asked to do? Yes. But did he do it professionally? No, he has not done it professionally, because before you can say you have done a professional system installation, you must have gone through the process of energy audit by firstly trying to find out what is that system going to be powering up. So let's now analyze what Mr. Jackson has done. He has just brought in 10 kVA to install for Mr. Dennis, or he has just installed 10 kVA for Mr. Dennis. While Mr. Dennis, on the other hand, is just powering up his laptop, 2 bulbs, and 1 fan, which ordinarily, if we do a good audit on that Mr. Dennis house, those items or appliances wouldn't amount up to 2000 watts. So if um, the load requirement for the facility is not up to 2000 watts, why go for a 10 kVA system? A 10 kVA system, give or take, has a real power of about 8000 watts. So you can compare the two sizes. Now that 2000 watts is what you expected to have, while you have an excess of about 8000, which is you have extra space of about 6000. So you see, without you going through the process of energy audit, you unintentionally, let's not say intentional, unintentionally would oversize that system. What is now the implication or the consequence of oversizing a system? It is now on the aspect of the cost of incurring that system, which means that ordinarily for a 2000 watt of load, give or take, 3 kVA should be enough for it. Okay, at most 3.5 is perfect, right? Yes. Now, if you compare the cost of 3.5 kVA system to that of 10 kVA system, they are not on the same level. Therefore, they will never be of the same cost. That is what we are trying to let you all know here. So when you carry out a proper energy audit on any facility, you would then be able to not oversize that system, one, and then you will definitely save costs. In summary, solar energy audit links the energy needs of a facility to the sizing of the various solar components. So you see what we have been talking about all of this time. When you carry out a solar energy audit, then at the end of the day, you will be using that information to size the various solar components, which was what Mr. Jackson should have done ordinarily. But because he's a novice in this field, he just did what he thought was best for Mr. Dennis, which on the long run, Mr. Dennis would find out, and then maybe some will arrest Mr. Jackson for the for the for, or I can even say that Mr. Jackson has tricked him to extort him, which he will be right. Of course, Mr. Jackson did a very bad job by not carrying out a proper energy audit on the facility. I hope we are communicating. Now, things to consider during solar energy audit. There are things to consider during solar energy audit. You have to have idea of the list of electrical appliances to be powered by the solar system. You have to also know the power rating of those appliances in watt. You also need to have the information of the daily running hours of those appliances, and then you have a complete and total knowledge of the total energy consumption of that your building. So with these four items, you are good to go. You can actually carry out energy audit on any size of facility. Yes, at any scale. Yes, whether small, medium, or large, you can actually do it with these four items. We will not dive deeply into all of these items right now because at a later time, we are going to take our time to really break it down for all of us to have a good understanding of what they actually mean and what they are to offer us in this field. Importance of solar energy audit. It provides the data needed for the appropriate system design. It helps identify opportunities to reduce energy use. It will also help you to reduce the capital cost, just like we said earlier. It prevents oversizing of the system and also saves you costs. It will help you to ascertain the backup time of the solar storage. So now, safety. Remember we said initially energy audit does three important things, even though it has other duties it does for you. But three things we mapped out that it does for you perfectly was prevent oversizing, gives you safety and security, and then helps you to save costs. We have discussed how it helps you to prevent oversizing of your system. We have linked it up with the saving you cost. Now we want to talk about safety as it concerns your solar power system. When we talk about safety in solar system, it is keeping the entire solar system safe and your whole home appliances are safe as well. So when we talk about safety in solar system, it is keeping your all the part of your solar system and then your home appliances safe. Okay, so it must be free from both human and natural disasters. Yes, there has been this kind of outcry whenever that we have heavy rain and thunderstorm here in Nigeria. I don't know if any one of us have experienced that in other parts of African countries. Whenever there is heavy thunder strike and thunderstorm rather and heavy rain, at the end of the day, some clients will call in to say after the rain, their inverters couldn't come up again. After the rain, their inverters developed stroke. After the rain, their inverters entered coma. Yes, and when we go for troubleshooting and diagnosis, truly, we always or we often find out that uh, some of those systems actually develop stroke, or as and most of them enter coma by not even turning on at all. Then, with a critical examination of the system, we find out that the basic reason why your system will develop stroke or even go into coma would be the lack of safety. So, when you do not secure the those your solar component, definitely when there is a thunderstorm, please, when we say thunderstorm, we do not mean that noise. Okay, we are now going to be talking about what actually damages your solar component. It is not the noise when we have a thunderstorm, it is that lightning. Okay, so when that lightning, when we have that lightning strike, depending on the magnitude of lightning strike, it is in form of energy which your solar panel that is in an open space absorbs as well. So if it absorbs more than what that your system can take, it will definitely damage it. If it absorbs it wrongly, it will definitely damage it. That is why at every point in time for every system installation, you must have your solar system protected at all costs. Yes, it is quite expensive to protect a solar system, but then it is very, very important. Again, we have always gotten that funny question: is the earthing important in solar system installations? And we keep saying yes, it is very, very important. However, you must also know how you can be able to really apply earthing and grounding to your solar system installation. All right, so these are the basic solar system uh, tools and components. You have your fuse, your surge, your MCB, your changeover, automatic changeover. You can also use the manual changeover here right now. So on the screen, you can see the big breaker there, the one we call the MCCB. You can see the MCCB there right now. So that MCCB you can see there right now, it is also a breaker just like your MCB, but then they are not the same. Okay, they are not the same. Just like your fuse and your breaker, they protect against the same parameter, but they are not used at the same point. They are not used the same way. Your MCB and your MCCB protect against the same parameter, but they are not used for the same purposes. I hope it is very clear. While your MCCB is best used for another component, your MCB can be used for any of the solar component. Moreover, when we talk about this solar component safety tools and gadgets, we we usually make it clear that, or let's say remind everyone who comes into this our platform, that the solar system also has two parts. I hope you're aware of that. You have the AC part, you have the DC part. And if you are aware of that, you should also be aware that your safety tools and gadgets also are of two types. You have the AC breaker, you have the DC breaker. Can you be able to identify the two different types of components? On no account should you use an AC breaker on the side of your DC solar system. That is one of the rules you must follow. So this is your safety box where you do all your wiring, where you do all your combination, your PV box, your PV combination, everything you need to do comes into this box. You can see the earthing cable showing that this system is well earthed. Yes, we can actually show you how these things are being done. We can actually show you how these things are being taken care of, if you wish to know that. Yes, so that is the first phase of the today's training session, where we have been able to walk you through what energy audit is, what you are to expect when you go into the field to carry out a proper energy audit. We know that most of us in various parts of Africa, we experience network connectivity issues. We find it challenging to run online classes and any other thing. Okay. However, with us on our platform, you don't have any problem at all. You don't have any problem at all, because all our live classes are recorded and are going to be shared with you. Yes, this particular one we are having now is going to be uploaded on our YouTube channel. Once it's uploaded, we will also inform you so that you can go there to watch it. So if you are having troubles with your network, don't panic. All you need to do is find a way to reconnect. Wherever you meet us, you can ask questions there. We will provide you with answers, and then you can now have access to the complete part of the studies. Then again, on this same platform, we allow questions to be taken. Yes, so you are going to be allowed to ask as many questions as possible. But then there's a simple rule. When it is time to take those questions, please speak from a quiet background. Again, please make sure you are in a quiet background. That is one of the rules. Then, secondly, you tell us your name and your location before you can now ask your questions. Before you can now ask your questions. I hope I am communicating. I hope we are still together here. Okay, Mr. Evans can hear me. Who else? All right, Mr. Jackson is also here and following up. Yes, Mr. Kamara, Mr. Aston, Mr. Dennis, thank you so much. So, I think we should proceed, okay? We should proceed and we will take questions very soon. So, you can also use the chat box. In order not to forget your questions, you can also use the chat box to send in your questions. We will also read it aloud and then attend to them when it is available. When it is available, we will definitely talk about all the questions that have been asked. All right, let us proceed. So, we are now gradually walking into the deal of the day, and the first part of it is the one we call electrical load analysis. Electrical load analysis. Yes. Remember when we told you that energy audit helps you to take care of two things? It helps you to firstly know the energy need of a facility. But then we didn't tell you through what means you are going to be running that your uh, 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 energy need, right? Now, that means you would be using to run your uh, energy need of a facility is what we call electrical load analysis. So, electrical load analysis is a calculation, series of calculations, or the process of evaluating the energy need of a facility. It's a calculation, series of calculations, or the processes of you trying to know the energy need of a facility. Electrical analysis gives you the exact energy consumption of a particular facility. So what that simply means is that when Mr. Dennis approached Mr. Jackson for that installation purpose, what Mr. Jackson should have just done is to run through load analysis for that facility, and then he will come up with the right energy need and offer that to Mr. Dennis, which will give him the exact system to be installed, and he will not incur an excess cost in acquiring those systems. Questions asked before carrying out electrical load analysis. It is worthy to note that you do not just because you have been invited or because you are a professional in the field, you do not just run electrical load analysis just like that. No, there are critical questions to be asked whenever you are invited for a, solar system installations. Three questions to be asked, two principal questions and one as a bonus question. The very first question there is to be asked is to know the energy need of the facility. So let's say again, Mr. Dennis has invited Mr. Jackson for that system installation. Now, Mr. Jackson on getting to that facility, or even if it's over the phone, because I know you would wonder, what if you don't go to the facility? How do you carry out the energy? How do you carry out the load analysis? Those information can also be sent online. You can do it over the phone. He gives you the right loads he wants to power. But then you are the one to ask the question before the client can give you the information that you need. So Mr. Jackson would have done the right thing by asking Mr. Dennis what is his energy need. So Mr. Dennis, that like we are seeing him now, doesn't know what we're talking about. He's a novice, but he just wants to have renewable energy. He wants to have an energy he can be in control of. He wants to enjoy his life. Okay, so here we tell Mr. Jackson he doesn't know what energy need is. So Mr. Jackson can now say, okay, sir, please provide us with the various appliances you intend to power up using the solar system. At that point in time, Mr. Dennis will be very happy to say, okay, he wants to power up his laptop, his freezer, his microwave, his his fan. Please, Mr. Jackson, on no account should you include Mr. Dennis's electric car. Please don't include it in the don't include it in the energy audit, okay? Because I know Mr. Dennis might now say, oh, let him also slot in his electric car there. Please don't do it. All right. So so after listing out all of those uh appliances that are to be powered up. Okay, Mr. Jackson can now take his time to do a little magic on those things. And when we get to the part of designing, you will see the magic I'm talking about. So after performing the magic, he can now say, okay, sir, the energy need is like say 5,000 watts. Okay, then Mr. Jackson will then proceed to ask the second question. What is the backup time of that system? Now, the backup time of the system simply tells you or informs you or is trying to get this kind of information from the client such that he wants to know how long the client will be using the system in the absence of solar or any other power supply source. Now, this is the story behind the backup time. Remember, when we introduced the battery system into this solar system setup, we said that one basic reason why it is introduced is for the act of backup, which means that we have already recognized the fact that the source of energy, solar energy, is through the sun. But then the sun does not stay up all day. So when the sun is not up and the client needs to use his solar system, no, he needs to use electricity in his facility. That's a better way to put it. What then happens? So engineers came together to say, okay, we can actually provide solution because engineers are solution providers. We can actually provide solution. We then created what we call the battery system. So that battery system is like a tank or a holder which helps you to hold energy, which means that when your solar panels generate energy at its peak, it will then store up some of those energy in the battery tank or bank, okay? And then the client can then make use of it when there is no more solar energy or any other power supply source to uh, power up that inverter system. So now the question is, how long will the energy stored in that battery system run? That is what we call the backup time. Again, it is worthy to note that the backup time is a standard parameter, which means that it is a very important parameter which we will always refer to in this course of system designs. For those of you who will be continuing this course and completing it, you are going to be seeing the role that the backup time plays in the course of system design. So it is in hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. So What you need to know as a professional is that the higher the backup time, the higher the cost of installation. Yes, that is very correct. Then the last question, which is the question that most of us shy away from, is the one we call the budget. So that question should come as a result of what you have already designed, what you have already imagined. Because you're a professional, when the client starts listing out what he wants to power up, you should be able to say, okay, these things are on the high side. Please, sir, how much do you have for this uh, project? What is the budget available for this project? That is the right question to ask. Take, for instance, if Mr. Dennis now starts saying he wants to power up 5 air conditioners, 5 freezers, 4 microwave, um, 3 water pumps. Those are heavy loads and it is going to require a whole lot of energy to power them up. So we need to know, are you ready for this project, sir? So asking the question of budget will really help us to know the readiness of the client and also advise accordingly as to what to do when we get the response from the client. So, 3 important questions to ask, 2 most important: energy need and backup time, and then you ask the budget as a follow-up question. I hope it is interesting. I hope you all are not finding it too boring. Importance of electrical load analysis. It ensures proper sizing of your system. It prevents overloading. It prevents fire hazards. It improves safety and efficiency of your system. It improves safety and efficiency of your system. Now, this is what every one of us have been waiting for. This is the time that you all have been expecting us to get to. The reason why we are here tonight is here right now. Electrical load analysis table. On my screen is a typical example of electrical load analysis table. So remember we said electrical load analysis helps you to know the energy need of a facility. But how? That is what we are trying to find out right now. On this table, you can see that it is incomplete with the question marks on it. It is incomplete. So we will firstly try to get those data or information that is missing on this from this table. When we slot it in, then we can now carry out a proper uh, load analysis on this facility. Now, parameters for electrical load analysis. Parameters for electrical load analysis. 1. Quantity of appliance. 2. Power consumed by an appliance. And 3. Running time of an appliance. Let's take them one after the other. Quantity of an appliance typically tells you or gives you the number of appliances that are to be powered up using the solar system. Again, the quantity of an appliance gives you the information of the same the same appliance that is to be powered up using the solar system. So let's take, for instance, Mr. Dennis lives in a 3-bedroom apartment, and in each of those rooms he has a TV in them, and then he wants to power 2 of those TVs using the solar system. So when we are now working on the load analysis table, we will say that the quantity of TV would be 2 because it is 2 that we intend to power up using the solar system. That is what that tells you. Power consumed by an appliance. The power consumed by an appliance um, typically tells you the energy consumption in terms of wattage, or the wattage of each and every appliance. So in a very simple term, the power consumed by an appliance tells you the wattage of the appliance, or the power rating of that appliance, of each and every appliance that is to be powered up using the solar system. Now, the follow-up question should be, how do you get to know the rated wattages of each and every appliance? It is gotten from the nameplate that accompanies that your appliance. That nameplate contains the name of the maker of that product, the name of the product itself, the name of the maker, the country of make, serial number, model number, frequency, voltage, current, wattage, every other details, even safety precaution at times, is always on the nameplate. So on my screen, you can see a typical example of an LG TV, a typical example of an LG television. Critically looking at this nameplate on my screen, who can give us the exact power consumption of this appliance? Can anyone give us the energy consumed by this appliance, the power consumption of this appliance? Is there anyone who is seeing it correctly? If you can't see it, you can easily zoom it in, zoom your screen. Go ahead, Mr. Evans, talk to us, please.
195 watts.
Yes, that is correct.
I can see it from a distance as 195 watts.
Okay, okay, 195 watts. All right. Thank you so much. It is actually 190. It is actually 195 watts. It's 195 watts. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. So that means we are all following. So finally, the running time of an appliance. The running time of an appliance. Thank you, Mr. Alston. 195 watt. That's correct. So the running time of an appliance typically tells you how long the client intends to power up those appliances. So the running time of our appliance only takes effect when the appliance is powered up. That is when the running time takes effect. The running time only takes effect when those appliances are powered up. Okay? Yes, that is very correct. So right now, you can see that the table is now complete. You can see that the table is now complete. Okay, so you now have the quantity of appliance, you now have the power consumed by the appliance, and you also have the running time. So how then do we run a load analysis on these five appliances? How do we run a load analysis on these five appliances? Let's firstly take the data of the five appliances. It is the same thing with what you have on my screen, so you can actually write if you wish to write. Okay, you can actually copy it down if you wish to do that. So for the DVD player, the quantity is 6, the power consumed is 50 watts, the running time is 1 hour. For the air conditioner, the quantity is 2, the power consumed is 1.5 horsepower, the running time is 2 hours. For the ceiling fan, the quantity is 5, the power consumed is 60 watts, the running time is 7 hours. For the refrigerator, the quantity is 3, the power consumed is 100 watts, the running time is 5 hours. For the blender, the quantity is 1, the power consumed is 1500 watts, the running time is 1 hour. That is the information of these various appliances. Now, how do you then apply how do you run load analysis on it? It is very simple. We use a formula. That formula states that load analysis No, energy need is equal to, or energy consumption is equal to quantity of appliance multiplied by the power consumed multiplied by the running time. Quantity of appliance multiplied by the power consumed multiplied by the running time. Now, how do you apply that formula? You apply it in such a way that you get the energy consumed by each of these five appliances and then you sum it up. That is to say, you add everything up to give you the total energy consumption. That is how you apply it. That is how you apply it. All right. Let us now look at the application, which is the final stage. For the DVD player, 6 multiplied by 50 by 1 gives you 300 watt hour. For the air conditioner, 2 multiplied by 1.5 by 2 gives you 4,476 watt hour. For the ceiling fan, 5 multiplied by 60 by 7 gives you 2,100 watt hour. For the refrigerator, 3 multiplied by 100 by 5 gives you 1,500 watt hour. For the blender, 1 multiplied by 1,500 by 1 gives you 1,500 watt hour. Altogether, we are going to be having 300 plus 4,476 plus 2,100 plus 1,500 plus 1,500. That will give us a total of 9,876 watt hour. And having gotten that, that automatically becomes our energy need of the facility. Mr. Kelvin, are you here with us? I can see you, but you are not smiling. I hope you are happy with us. I hope we are making an impression, sir. Okay, so finally, thank you, Mr. Dennis. Finally, this is now a complete table of electrical load analysis. So which means we have a total of 9,876 watts hour. And that completes the study on electrical load. It's now time for questions. Now, please, if you're in a noisy place, kindly off. Before you speak, you tell us your name and your location, and then you can talk. Mr. Kelvin, do something about your microphone. You're the sir. All right. So questions now, please.
Hello. Yes, hello everyone.
Yeah, good day, sir. Mr.
My
Dennis.
name my name is Dennis. Yes, I'm coming from Kenya.
Okay.
I'm feeling good to I'm feeling good to join this group. At least this is my second day, but I think I've learned new things. But I'm good to be here. So the way you are teaching us, I don't have any question. Yeah, things you're going well. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We appreciate you being here with us, and then we are happy to make an impression. All right. Thank you. So, questions now. If you have a question or questions, please throw it in right now before we proceed. Go ahead, Mr. Evans, your name and location, and then you can talk to us.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Um, my name is Evans, and I'm also from Kenya, Nairobi, same
Okay.
as Mr. Dennis.
Okay.
Yeah, so first of all, I would like to appreciate what you are doing. You are really delivering a content that is in real time regarding what is exactly in the market and in the field in this current days. Now, one, my question is regarding this energy audit. You can go to the field and collect the individual energy consumption from the client, that is the appliances, the individual appliances from the client. In the event maybe you have not managed to have shared with you the consumption maybe from the electricity bill to be
Okay, so please, can you go over your question again, please? I think I have a better network now.
all right. Thank you. First, I congratulated you for sharing with us the much needed content in this field, which is actually a hot cake in the market these days. Now, my question, in the event that you have not managed to have the individual appliances from the client so that you can go ahead with your load analysis, and in place you have got the electricity bill, say for 3 4 months from the same client. Can that electricity bill from the client be used in place of the individual load analysis for you to proceed with your calculations?
Okay, yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your encouragement as well. So, to answer your question correctly, you are asking to know if you're unable to get the right information on the appliances to be powered. Can you or can we make use of substitute that for the electricity bill, which will also show the exact energy consumption in month? Yes, you can do that. Yes, you can actually do that. However, you need to also be sure that um, what you intend to power up is included in that electricity bill. Okay, what I really mean is this: your electricity bill can show a consumption of 4,000 watts, right? But then on the long run, what if the client is not going to power up the entire facility, which is which is powering the whole appliances in that facility? What do you do? So you still need to have idea of the things that are in that facility that needs to be powered up. So yes, you can actually make use of the electricity bill if you are powering up the whole thing in that facility. But if it is a case of selected appliances, you need to be very careful. Okay, you need to be very careful. Your electricity bill is that of the national grid, right? And you can use national grid to power up anything you want at any point you want. Whether it is 10 ACs, it doesn't really matter. Whether it is 13 ACs, it doesn't really matter, right? But when it comes to solar installation, it is not everything you might be able to power up at the same time, unless the client states otherwise. I hope it is clear, sir.
It's quite on point. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So we still have some time to take a few more questions. We still have some time to take a few more questions. If you have a question or questions, please throw it in now, right now, please. Throw it in right now, please. And like I said earlier, this class is being recorded as we are live right now, and the video will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. We also encourage each and every one of you to visit our YouTube channel to watch other tutorial videos we have there. We have interesting tutorial videos there. Follow our YouTube channel so that whenever we upload any videos, you will be the first to get the notifications, and then you will watch it as well. You might be facing some challenges or you might have some questions to ask, but on the other hand, it might have already been on our YouTube channel, which you will find very much useful. All right. Any more questions for the night, please? So we can proceed. Mr. Dennis, can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. You know you are the client for the session, so whatsoever you say, it is on your mandate. We are standing, sir. so so
Thank you so much.
thank you, sir. And like I said earlier, please, when Mr. Jackson
Yeah.
comes for load audit in your facility, don't include the electric car there, please. Don't put him in trouble.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. We
Yeah.
Africans, we like to manage things a lot. We will say, when we have this already, why go for another thing? So we can also use it to charge the car.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you everyone for participating. So right now we are to proceed with the training. We are to proceed with the course right now. Remember, this is a course on basic solar power system installations. And in proceeding, this is the point we will tell you that it is now the end of the free training. And that is to tell you that we have come to the end of the free training session. And it is at this point in time you need to pay your enrollment fee to be able to continue and complete the class. Remember, what we have given to you is is a tip of the iceberg. Yes, you have been able to know the energy need of a facility. However, what is left for you, and the most important part of it all, is for you to be able to use that information to now size your various solar components. Yes, it's for you to be able to use that information to size your various solar components. And in doing so, you have to be able to enroll for the complete course. Okay, it is when you enroll for the complete course, you can now be able to see how we are going to be using the energy need of facility to size the solar inverter, the solar panel, the solar charge controller, and every other solar component. Yes, it is at that point you will get to see all of those things. Yes, so the we have already posted the fees initially. For Nigerians, you are paying 5,000 naira into our Nigerian account. For Kenyans, is 2,100 Kenyan shillings. For Ugandans, is 45,000 Ugandan shillings. For Cameroonians, is 8,500 CFA, Cameroonian CFA. For Ghanaians, is 300 Ghana cedis. Um, it is a one-time payment. Okay, that means once you pay, you have paid for the complete course on these basic solar power system installations. You have also paid for the complete training materials, okay, which means you are going to be having access to the PDF document we talked about, which is a guide to this training course, and also have access to the complete live class videos as well. You are also entitled to what we call mentorship, which is the biggest offer we give to all our enrolled trainees. Okay, which means that if you have any issues while on the field, you can always reach out to us and we will assist you accordingly. All right. Now it is time to take questions on payment alone. Okay. Questions on payment alone. You don't know how to pay, you don't know how much you have to pay, you don't have clarity on how the payment is to be done or how what surrounds the payment. Please, you can ask right now. You can ask right now. Mr. Charles, you can ask your question if it is on the payment, please. All right. Are you all there? Okay, Mr. Jackson can hear me. All right, Mr. Alston can also hear me. Okay, Mr. Evans is also here. So we'll also congratulate those who have made their payment before the training starts because they are not going to be waiting. Okay, go ahead, please, if you're talking. Mr. Kelvin, talk to us if you want to talk. Who is speaking, please? We need to go. Mr. Charles, you want to talk to us? Mr. Kelvin, your network is a bit challenging. Can you send it as text to the chat box so that we can take it?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Mr. Charles, and I'm calling from Nigeria here.
Okay, sir.
I am very happy to be here. Your tutorial is a very interesting one. I have seen your advert on Facebook, and I link up with your WhatsApp, but I really don't pick interest. Not that I didn't pick interest, I was so busy. As well, I'm an Arsenal fan, and throughout yesterday, I was watching football, and I couldn't pay attention to your class. I think the class started yesterday, so I haven't gone through what you taught them yesterday on the WhatsApp, and I link up with you on Google Meet here today. I see that it's an interesting one. I'm here to pay, but I'll pay immediately after the end of the class. Please endeavor to forward the account details to the WhatsApp again so that I can do the payment. And thank you very much. And I, I enjoy what you taught us today. So that's all I have for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Charles. Thank you. Our heart goes out to Arsenal fans and including you, sir. If it was today that the match took place, we would have given a discount on behalf of Arsenal.
It is well. It's one of those things. It is well. Don't worry. We'll try again some other time.
Exactly. Tomorrow is
Yeah.
another day.
All right.
All right, sir.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, sir. So we'll share all the payment details on the WhatsApp platform immediately this class ends. And then, like we usually advise, you can text me directly so that you can get it, so that you don't have to scroll and scroll on the platform for it, sir. All right. Okay. So, Mr. Aston, you're saying your payment will.
All right, then.
Okay, sir.
Your number again, please.
Zero
So you can
0706 one
0706
128
one
128
128
6337.
1286. 337.
Yes, sir.
07061286337.
That's correct, sir. You're welcome, sir. Okay, so Mr. Aston, you are asking your payment will be tomorrow. Okay, how do you get the handout and note? Okay, so they will be sent to you through email once your payment is received and confirmed, sir. Okay, all right. Okay, so that is the much we can take today. We appreciate everyone who made out time to join this class. We also appreciate you for your dedication, for your trust, for being on our platform. And we also assure you, not just promising you, we also assure you that for those of us who will be continuing uh, to complete the class, you have a lot to learn. Like I said earlier, this is just the tip of the iceberg. What is in front is far more than what has been given out. Thank you so much. Do not forget to send in your evidence of payment for confirmation on time so that you don't lose out on anything in the coming up trainings. Have a wonderful night rest, everyone. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, everyone.